a party. As a second of one who said, coach, what they were doing, will be a woman who make sure that you bring the party back to power.
Sinipe.
It's a symbol how work no year where back on your tree, but open one.
Sinipe.
IGP Fufra, but the master made me Jaimonda. We send us still. Me baboko school ne ubi akade. Uma amiko chitu. Amin chitu.
Me kwa montia. Ghana for catcher and those who pay kwa catcher on growth on say. Move Kennedy Agyapong brother beto abama. Ba better radio sooner me car. Mosi mwa suspend me. What be that?
Sinipe.
I am communicating. Job na mo de ma me say communication director. Ya call election ye lose. And a Ghana for communicating to deputy communication director on your grassroots person. Almost a catcher or party for no. And I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating?
Sinipe.
One of these cano. No. Almost the same Ramayan. Never said no.
Sinipe.
Dear Mr. Speaker, what tra a share, what tramrano, and random man to me man in your way. And untina, yet Trina Diagnas to say. On Rembrandt, no one be to be said, Brandy, dear baby of fire in the wetty, until young correcting you.
Sinipe.
Yes, as soon as say, as a person come minority, no, your casa boishe.
Sinipe.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Sinipe.
And nothing say if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. Oti suru and amo ye nia mo pe and amo se mo be change bibi but ade na mo be change no mo nkyere yen bone ade na ye mo nkyere yen esunsuanso ade na ade aba.
Sinipe.
Besi ni pen ache o se ye wo bi esese ye nyina ye boa na ye na ye parliamentary ejuma ye no ye create that conducive atmosphere na ye no ye be ye.
Sinipe.
The first year God in Gisberg, book. Brofwa Kessie. And no book can be say if be English you go chop.
Sinipe. Sinipe.
I'm not worried. Once is the truth. Me na nwena mo di obia should be rest assured. Mona said make in Japan. The truth will always set me free.
Sinipe.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
Sinipe.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. Some of us will not allow you to destroy this party.
Sinipe.
Messi, you bet you can see. Whether you like it or not, Ghana, for the youth of this country, I'll put my life on the line. Anything that is wrong in society, I will say it.
Sinipe.
I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget.
Sinipe.
But snap party mua opesa wono ube use position and be sabotage obi. It will happen. So long as Nyankopama ya hoden na ebetimi akasa na e wasa platform we no. This we will say it every day to make sure say selfish individuals the minia omo pese omo ye niema to please their own self.
Sinipe.
These people think they are smart, but I'm here to expose all of them. Thank you, Tono Mkoyeno. I am telling you for a fact, it wasn't a thank you talk. It was a campaign trail for Baumia.
Sinipe.
Nipa wa bra pen na se bigana for nimu no. Say ni pen na se do man hye nsa.
Set polling station for any delegate for to Abama Kennedy Agyapong. We are Obesia polling station for in Agyapong. How?
Messi offer. Messi and see a frame me bread program is and Cassan in our frame. Nakacham said, Raw can say, now say we'll chatro.
Sinipay.
This is the party. As a second of one who said, coach, what you bring the party back to power.
Sinipay.
Tasembu ha woka no ye we beka da onye hwi but opem wa.
Sinipay.
IGP fufura but the master me di me jai monda. O send still me baboko school na obi akade wo ma me kochi tu me nchitu.
Me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so ozu be pay ko catch on crop for say mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brade be to abama o better radio so na me ka mo say mo suspend me what be that
Sinipay.
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya call election ya lose and na Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person or mo say ko catch your party for no and I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating?
Sinipay.
One of these cano. No. The same Ramayan. Never said no.
Sinipay.
Dear Mr. Speaker, watra eshia watra mrano. Mrano manu to me man in your way. And untina, ye trina de agina so say. On mrano, no one be to say mrani dear baby of fire in the wetty until young correcting you.
Sinipay.
Yes, as who say, as a person come minority, no, your casa boashe.
Sinipay.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Sinipay.
And Nuntino said, if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. Otisruho and a mo yanya mope and a mosimo be change bibi, but I dare not move changing Munchray and Bonnie, I dare not ye Munchray, as soon as I dare Ediaba.
Sinipay.
Person pay at you say, ye will be as I say in your bois, near ye, now your parliamentary a Juma ye no. You created that conducive atmosphere near you, ye bay.
Sinipay.
The first year Gordon Gaggisberg, book. Bro, and no book can be as if be English, you go chop.
Sinipay. Sinipay.
I'm not worried. Once is the truth. Me na nwena mo di obia should be rest assured. Mona said make in Japan. The truth will always set me free.
Sinipay.
We can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
Sinipay.
So what they are doing, some of us will not keep quiet. some of us will not allow you to destroy this party. Sana muya yandia. Yes, you need
Sini pain.
Messi, you bet you can see. Whether you like it or not, Ghana, for the youth of this country, I'll put my life on the line. Anything that is wrong in society, I will say it.
Sini pain.
I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget.
Sini pain.
It's not party mu a opese wo no ube use position and be sabotage obi. It will happen. So long as Nyankopon ma ya hoden na e betimi akasa na e wasa platform we no. This we will say it every day to make sure say selfish individuals the minia omo pese omo ye niema to please their own selves.
Sini pain.
These people think they are smart, but I'm here to expose all of them. Thank you, Tono Mkoye. I am telling you for a fact, it wasn't a thank you talk. It was a campaign trail for Baunia.
Sini pain.
Any pa wa bobra, no bobra pain. Na sa bigana for no. Say the pain na say do man shanisa.
Sir polling station for na any delegate for to Abama Kennedy Agyapong a owia obehia polling station for nyina adwo mo haw.
Me say offer. Me see and see asa frɛ me brɛ program yi so nkasa no nti na wo frɛ me na ka kyem sɛ wura wo ka asɛm sei na asɛ wo twatoro.
Sini pain.
Good afternoon. Raise to the power 30,000. Me ma akwaba enfamra sinupen so kai na shane so sebra so efri sabre kosi se no nan ebebo ye ne wo ene de ahyemu ya ye de dwumadie no ye de ebrewo. Another beautiful day, fresh everything ana ye de aba ye ba be din komo na enne we are here to give you back to back. O kame ho an yedi dwumadie no yedi ebrewo. O join ye our Facebook Net2 TV GH. Our Facebook, YouTube and so Net2 TV GH. Afei se odu ani kiremo ewo enkrapompuni mantemo o kan ho ewo radio so a Oman 107.1 FM so ana woni edi ahyemo sanso so ana o kan ho Asante mantemo also so Ash 101.1 NAP radio 90.1 and Fimfrimantemo asin for so precisely and ebutu ya ebo adwuma afa Sources Radio Amansan Radio UK and Jerry's TV and then King's Jazzy Radio ninyina US of A ya okan ho ewa ye di dwumadie no eba obetimi adjoin here with your messages me pacho fafa WhatsApp number 0240550899 0240550899 o de fawa ye beje bre na fe yakan e de amount as usual your darling lady Sabato we afi ewa ha enti obekan ni nyina e de amount kama afei also so I will join here our Facebook any YouTube no obetime de o comment o message bibia person de ba no fa ho na se no pen na afei yen toaso enko yenim enso so eho emfa emana unim se Yera Kennedy ohene Agyapong enra Nyankopon eye na adoma ni piemu ewo US of A UPSA is it UPS UPS na UPSA okopie ho na kyese one mmebunu ene Ghana enipa wodo a wo nyina so man ni betimi akonanimu a wo madwene ene ye ayaka nyina so ya dwene ene ye ka bom ede ama o man akonanimu no ekodi ahyemu ewo na ensama wodo de gudwa no edoso amen oma ye nyina ye tiase eniema wodo esese Ghana ye asoman ye bema yetimi akoyanimu mpuntuo mu wo kyerkyere ni nyina mo. And as usual, your man, my man, Albert Asmani, the political czar, will join me now for ya boura enumo, ya dimo enkomo ye papa. Na ebere soa oka ye ho ema dwumadie no ye de ebanti ye behwe na fe ya ma okwan ema wo nso aba na odo de aba beka ho na ya toa so akọ yenim ewa ha efri sabre kosi se nonan ebebo ane ye de dwumadie ye de ebrewo na enkomo awodo ho nso so ayebedi yewura Kennedy ohene Agyapong eko ne unity tour na odi unity tour ne kopie mu wo Kintampo na eho na odi nkomo bi ekoto ho na onim se Jesus Christ na numa asem bia ne ho etofo mu a eyirae nia etofo mi anso ye adwuma pepepe esanse na the likes of John nom ene Timothy nom womu aka etrotro ewo eye Bible num no womu di nachi eti dia oka ye bia no ebesi enne nyina no eguso ya eye adwuma me no mienu nyina timi ekan bi Kennedy ohene Agyapong enam no the likes of eye lawyer Kwaku Amodatenom bibia waka bia no egu nkrata so everything is well documented enti enne ebebo awura bim na afen komo a okodi ye ewo Kintampo eye nkomo a emo man ekonanim eye enkomo a emo man tumpon in fact eye nkomo a ema omanfo ankasa nso abrabo esesa edane positively enti ye behwe ne abawurum na afa ye dimu enkomo o join me a ye bedi nkomo nyina wa ha kama ema bibia akoyie kai national nso say Heart Builders Real Estate eho ne ye koto asase amansun bia eni akire Heart Builders Real Estate nsase no eye babia nipa etena enti eniama hodo a ehia ye bebo nipa ho ban bia no ebi wo ho enyina sanso so ena tabia takum enso so ye duro nwanwaso a emmema ye de ye nimfaso a ede abreyen na emma so so nimanigi a womu enya through emmema ye ne ayefa eye tabia takum no emma no enya ho anigye ye yerenom enya ho anigye papa nti bema bomodin se babia ye ton adura nipa num bia no uduru wa so petabia takum was such a symptom saka atafratafre otafre kakrakra bibia be kama na yatoa so na wonim se enen koma wodo bebre ho na ansa na yebekomu no editorial no eba na ma yenko na afa yempeke bibi out of the lions mentality yeba yebetoa so na yakọ yenim ye frame Anthony Kofi Inkum Dazi from Mr. Inkum. I am your host and I'm djumedie no ebrewo ma yenko na afa yempeke bibi from the lions mentality ne yentoa so enko yenim sinopei ye kano senia etie.
Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows. A lion is in complete control of his or her life. The lion does not accept scraps and does not get told what to do or where to go. The lion goes about his business fearlessly and with extreme competence. You will never lead a lion to the slaughterhouse. They will lead you. The lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not because the lion is the biggest. It's not because the lion is the fastest. is not because the lion is blessed with any great advantage over other animals. It's the mentality of the lion that makes the lion the king of the jungle. What is the lion mentality? Fearless courage. Bravery is a key trait of the lion. The lion will never surrender. The lion will never lie down and die, not even if surrounded by 10 hyenas. The fight is never over until it's over. Maybe you're not surrounded by hyenas. Maybe you're just buried by bills. Maybe you need to stand up for something you believe in that no one around you agrees with. Do not give up. Do not give in. Be fearless in going after what you really want in your life. Maybe you've been at it for years and nothing has worked yet. Maybe you're tired of hunting your goals and seeing no rewards. Do not give up. You must keep fighting. You have no guarantee of success if you keep going, but you do have possibility. There is a chance. The only guarantee comes with quitting, and that is the guarantee of missing out on the life you really want. Keep fighting for the life you must have, regardless of the hyenas. No surrender.
All right, welcome back. Ebra so say yede editorial no ebrewo madikan aka kire say aha ena Ghana efa ekasa. Aha na Ghana esinu pain. Aha na Ghana ni bi o wakukuduro bi agina esinu pain. Eye aha ena Ghana ni bi a wo penukure bi ano ofa ekasa. Eye aha ena Ghana ni bi a wo peso oman no ekonanim. Opeso oman no fa ne tampa efura. Opesa oman no egina chaw papa so daache no. Eye aha ena otie. Eye dwumadie yi ana wohwe. Ye bra so ye de brew. Ye ka no kra no sane a etie pepepe. Na medika ka kyerɛw ye nipa nko ade eduru baabi a enema ya na ye hwehwe no. Minim se enyam mamu but ye nya gidie wo Nyankopɔn mu. Ono no boss ni asase na osoro eye ne tenabea asase ye ne naso ntiaso ebra eden ebeba na se eba ni enya gidie wo Nyankopɔn mu a kwan bia so se de bia no obedane neama e de agina ba bia sese egina enti join me here na afa ye nto aso nko yenim ye de eniama foforo kra na ne ye de eba na wo so utie yen ehwe yen no oka ho ne de branti ebre no so obema akwan ema nso asene pen na yato aso akọ yenim lawyer Kwaku Amo Date ono eye director of communications edema Yewura Kennedy ohene Agyapong ne campaign na ode krata bi eba abontene na etifisem no ose Ghana is not poor. Ghana is not poor. Eti join me na fe yenkan na yenhunu nsem a ewom na yento asonko yenim or say Ghana is not poor. We just need the right leader. Ghana is not poor. We just need the right leader by Kwaku Amo Date Esquire. Now I say at the very center of Ghana in Kintampo, a different kind of conversation took place. Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong reminded Ghanaians that the nation's wealth is not hidden. It is waiting to be harnessed from the Kintampo and Fula Force to the fertile farmlands that stretch across the Middle Belt. He painted a future where tourism and agro-processing drive real economic independence. And so this conversation happened. A year Kintampo time Yewura Ken Ohene Agyapong ekopie mu Kintampo na or then the unity tour within the new patriotic party ekopie ho anana odisa enkomoi na asamwa okaye ene se eniema Ghana ebe gina so etumpon eniema omen betimi agina so atoto niema ema Ghana akonanim ama Ghana timamufuo akọ omanimu no saa niema no enyiraye na nia ye hwehwe ene nipa obetimi edi ni edi akire akire yense ade ebema Ghana akonanim ewo mpuntuo mu no eno enie enti Kennedy onyina Japan kasaye about a fuller waterfalls any Kentampo waterfalls na samu kan ene said these are things where ye niama ye ka say ye bebia djuma we ye di bia djuma se ye ka say be mo manfo enhyehyeye akoyie e mo manfo ho atowo mo sikasem afam esan se unya adwuma ne ye nko ade a na eniama koyie wa adwuma ne mu nko ade a usikasem ebegina brane enti obo sa niama mienu no eso na samo kan ye ne say we are talking about tourism and agro processing o say we ade kese pa nyankopon de adom yen a ebetimi ama yakoyanim esan sa hwe nsase se de nsase eda ho pradadadada sania ensuo eto ewo omanyim baabi a wodi bibi besi bi etimi fifi ewo manyim eni kwanda se etena ho se adwuma aboga na niba because these are areas yebetimi ede bia ndwuma these are areas yebetimi adane niamani ama ohia to atwa ewo Ghana na yese Ghana man eye oman eye independent na media me say sadin no eda ho keke because ohetimamuni niama wo famu a oni freedom timamuni any freedom na lawyer kwaku amodate eto aso and so join me na fe yento aso enko yanim ewo ho o say comparing the waterfalls to Niagara Falls, he asked a simple but piercing question. If Niagara can power an economy, why can't ours do the same for Ghana? He stressed that any leader who runs to the IMF for aid has failed because Ghana has more than enough resources to stand on its own. Now, Yera Kennedy onyina Japan, according to lawyer Kwaku Amodate, ebisa simple but very piercing question. Just say eye asembusa eye tie na mom e what say ne apia e wo no e what say agyan enti eno eni asem obi saye o say Niagara Falls eno ewo bani no se omanfo etimi adane eni ema eno na ba begyina pempen so a adane economy eno na begyina pempen so a ebia nyuma eno na begyina baabia ede oman no ekonanim oman ni sikasam akonanim ama wo mu mpanifo anko IMF adan na Ghana nko ade ye wo fuller force fuller water force yesan ewo Kentampo water force na afei ye manfo ebre ni entimi enyusu no entene things around na afei ye guso eko IMF enti okase sudua people na nasem ene say leader bia wa pie Ghana ha awako IMF akwaji sikasam ntoto ye ho moa bia no sa leader no has failed Ghana waka wasi sudua people wasi ni pain say leader bia warane wodini nase mirika ohia mirika ede akọ IMF akọje mwa bia wo Ghana ha no or a failed person oni amamwo hunimdie esan se nyankopon amaye niema ahodo a yegina so de sese nipa abrabo nyankopon amaye niema ahodo a ede sika ebe oman mu nyankopon amaye niema ahodo a yebetimi ede aboye ho bra na ebe mo oman na fa ne tampa afura etisi ejasa niema we nyina ho na yedimrika kọ IMF wo ekokọ sika echese ye fail. It means we have failed as a country. It is about time esase yama ye nibre wo share leaders owo Ghana ha etimi ka brofo coffee na nkade be mpa na asia oman ya ye nkasa ya sori ya si ye culture no different from that of Europeans. Ye culture no different from that of America for South America for Asia for anyone more aka nanso so anytime I pese ya measure ya ho anytime I pese ya hunu say ya dimu bia no eya na ya yusu omo American standard, the European standard, ya yusu the Asian standard eno and ya de measure ya ho e wo man yimu eti enya na ya po bia wo we brofo fikọ na mesi ni pain say nipa wo we brofo fikọ bebrebe bia no I can tell you say nipa no na dwene eduru ba bia na ewo fom. Yes, Niagara waterfalls no ewo Canada na wonim say wo matimi ayusu de adane niama abie nyuma edaburu nia ewo ho na so so ye de nansan kintampa waterfalls edua kura buye ewom ekun nipa ekun schoolfo oman na ye timu no ye ni mmire se ye de ye bebobra akoyanim ye ni mmire se ye de be ye bibia betimi adane ye ho. That is why enra na ye eye omampani dada His Excellency Francis Kwame Nkrumah ono ne Francis ne kro to twene wo hie nipa wo kabrofo we fikọ bia hwehwemu ye na mahu sasa nipa no omonoma because udi bibisha ne nsa ontimi nye because mimi krom MP otebrofo cha akokọhwede obeka kira meme se ukoye krom ho a ukọ achimansa ene afuansa rebi enclave no mu a ade a ewo ho adwuma mo ye pa eya abe enti ono no nya opportunity be ye MP a he is going to make sure say ye benya factories emanu ye be diaduama in excess edibe bie nyuma ewo ho mankofo anya bia ye okabrofo cha akokọhwede munkobusa no say abe no ba ye sen wadua munkobusa no say abe no ba ye sen wadua. But there are others who cannot speak the language of others so well. But when you give them the opportunity, I can tell you, sir, you have no idea. And pen so ye dru ewo omayim ene say ye hia enkonfo betimi asesa niama wo mo betimi aboa ema unemployment yetimi atwam Afri Ghana ha ekwan yom be fa so ama na bade enye masem ema wo mu a aden ti no mu ntimi ndane niama no mu sikasem dane koye. All right, but timamufo ne de dane dan nyina ba bi omugina ehwa na omugina se ye de sabet no mamu a I can tell you say oman no enkoso ebraso se wo koto aba mu obi to become a member of parliament me pacho mentie ne brofo mentie nipa ne brofo because ye ntimi entena Ghana ha ya nim say ye culture no different from the Europeans ye culture no different from that of Americans but ye use almost standard and ye de measure ye ho adentia sabi yadwene no ena ye mre ana sa dien ye ni akata baby a wiase keka konti ye hu yana. Are we also not ready as people say ya brabo betimi asesa na as we speak, when you are talking about the most polluted nations in the world, Ghana ni kanya obeto so mienu ana miensa. Because the last time I'm checking, na Ghana and na LED eye abobroshi. The most polluted point in the whole world eye abobroshi. Besin ne nyina no ya wa Ghana ha yentimi nye gata papa. Ya gata yentimi nkata so. Ya gata mu kan. Accra is choked. Yentimi enya akukuduro ni bia obetimi lead your mind say yensan entoto niam afoforo. Eti o be di so akwa senia ewo ho problems na ewo ho no afi kra de na aye worse. Because brofo omote brofo near the positions amomo, and they cannot use their positions to turn things around. Emma Ghana ni ehuntono na Ghana ni ebresa. Now join me once again na yentwaso. If you say edru baby na say yankasa yantimi ankan asem a obia free baby emekan asem ema yen Ghana for mama yenya kukuduro se obi mo no ho modin ahwenanim na ka kire no so obi be sha obo na se bo no wani so a hwenanim na ka kire no maye ntena se na ehu enhye ma ehu ahye ma ene yede te Ghana ha na se ehu ene yede betena ha ene ye bekoso abre se de aye bre se ne niama ekoya no se ya ene bekoso aye. Now kwaku amodate once again in Ken Ohine Agyapong. In Ken Ohine Agyapong, many see the rare blend of politician, entrepreneur, and a philanthropist, a leader bold enough to act, practical enough to deliver, and visionary enough to unite. At Kintampo, the message was unmistakable. The future of Ghana point to him. And to say, Enna etie in Kencity Media Agyapong once again. Ushia Ghana ni biana oka Kencity Agyapong asemwa ose papa we de oka nokre. And oka nokre because oye bold enough. Ushia Ghana ni biana oka Kencity Agyapong asemwa ose papa we de oka obeye. Oka obeye because he is bold enough to act. Ushia Ghana ni bia na oka Kencity Agyapong asemwa ose papa we de otimi makoro ye eba. Otimi makoro ye eba because ohunu chiri free ne. Yenya leader bi ma ne be se koye. Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Wohwe ne niema oyeye na de betoto ba bia wiase duru ende hu a na mebusa se susuon pa se wo mama yete ase se na bagimi ba ana bagimi bre ewo ho no na ye no kra na because tetefo no krampo na no omo ye tetefo no at that time no mo hye ni resources bebreba wo mo de ba ye niema ahodo bi no kra no omo ye eniema emfaso ekoso ewoso even 200 years to come. Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ne strategy ene ne niema wodo a oyeye nyina no enwo ana amanya o matu mpon ni nyina no wo mo edeye. The same strategy ena amanfo afa ede ayeye but sa strategy na ayeye te ho ewa ha ekom ekuyen yete ho ewa ha efi emmene yen yete ho ewa ha ena ohia ekuta ye minim. Now the time is coming. The time is coming. The time is coming. And no ne asamwa de bia ya na yeka. But me sin pain and say the time is already here. The right time is already here. And that bold person, that bold leader, that bold person who will take the necessary actions, Emma Ghana Kwananimono, he is right here. And we are referring to that of Kencity Ohine Agyapong. Kennedy ahead of 2028. Now, Enra, a course so any say, Enra program Kessie, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong was there. There are other very important personalities, no among so ewo hobby. Na enkomobia a course so any say, Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohene. He was part Chasese or Kasano or address Kennedy on Agyapong in a different way. Now, Mama Yentie, na yehe na fe yeni hu enkomo.
Former leaders present here. I bring you greetings from the garden city of West Africa, Ashanti region for that matter. And I want to commend the leaders of WUDEC Africa. Thank you very much, Nana Chairman, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, former leaders present here.
Dr. Frank Amwakohene, the Ashanti Regional Minister, the youngest in the history of Ghana politics. Ashanti Regional Minister, Oswa pa in terms of age, Openia Okasai. Now, one say or address Yera Kennedy on Agyapong as the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. Now, Matesa nkofo din komo so. Oye naive, naivety. And what they can asasem no. And I'm saying, hey, if the New Patriotic Party has more time to waste, the NDC has no time to waste. 2024, before 2023, MPP primaries no, national security conducted several research as to NIPA, New Patriotic Party amanyoko no, and what abemu at that time no, or the nekwa obedin kunim. And reporter Babonte are some key personalities within the New Patriotic Party. Omuhuye ehunu say at that time na Ghana for Ehwehwe Kennedy ohene Agyapong on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party na nkoma to abama no ama na break 8 no for the political, I mean just to add up to the political history of the New Patriotic Party. Na ne nyina mu no omu bu omani guso ayeye niam bi ometimi aye bia edi chinchim kofo nsa making sure say ye beto aba no edi ama osimesi. Now NDC ati abemu say na NDC enim say there's a contest, very heated one, ebeba nyankopon ya adoma 2028 woman so no ebe take part, and they are very particular about that. They are very particular about 2028 elections. And because of Anuntino, national security are conducted several research. Now research now are conducting in reporter Ebase within the New Patriotic Party. Delegates no nipa omayo omadwene se omo peso omo toaba edemano emane representing NPP in 2028 no that of Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. And so the Ashanti Regional Minister was there to pass on information to delegate omo emeki omadwene, delegate omadwene mu ayo omo kesene, delegate yegusukute omukomu, delegate womo entwa womani ehwe bebia ekono elno ena Ashanti regional minister no eba be kaye that information no and obe passing on. It is a way a delegate within the New Patriotic Party. Look, as a sub party no it me making statement with Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Because baby a party no jina no anu den. Baby a party ni jina sese no ehu. Baby a party ni jina sese no NDC na wati akonwa so no conduct research ehu say eye Kennedy Ohene Agyapong na eba. Omunim say eye Kennedy Ohene Agyapong na abatwa ye bekwa akoto no 31st January 2026 no. Nipa New Patriotic Party amanyoko no ebe to aba ede amano to represent New Patriotic Party as flag bearer no eye Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. And so they are planning around Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. And want us say we obi a Ghana da wakoma so na we delegate or MPP party ni mu a ade ba akon say we nie. Say nipa na ukwakoyi no ukoyi na ba abeton na magana fo atona to aba e de ama no eti se woko na fe ukoyi nipa Ghana fo enhedanya familiar with the message afei na mo betrans na ma crafty bi. But look, even Kennedy Ohene Agyapong the unity tour, look at the kind of message ordinam Ghana for nyina age sa message no atum dada. Ghana for nyina age sa message no atum dada. The message no eye familiar with the Ghanaians. Eti Ghana ni bi obeto ababia in 2028 no, I can tell you say Kennedy Ohene Agyapong the messenger or Dema New Patriotic Party delegate ashase ya ebodewuro ewo Ghana fo asum, ashase ya ebodewuro ewo Ghana fo akumem, ashase ya ebodewuro ewo Ghana fo adwene mo. Eti Ghana fo ashase ya omuhunu say no, Kennedy Ohene Agyapong no, this man has something. Adebia o man no ehia no, Kennedy Ohene Agyapong e was sade no. I bet me diama Ghana. And so the Ashanti regional minister yesterday was on that auditorium to pass on information. That is the reporter research on my conduct through the national security 3 consecutive times no. Reporting in indicate say New Patriotic Party delegates ebe tuaba Ediama Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. And that is the main reason why Enra or addressing no as such as flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. And so the man is never naive. The man never passed on that information out of naivety. No. A reporter or no ankasa or ye privy to. A reporter or no a privy to. And then or passing on. It is a MPP delegate. Now we make it wadjenia, make wadjene. So we MPP delegate. Now when you're connected, get connected. So we MPP delegate. Now say when you're wadjene so kwa tuaba ma Kennedy Ohene Agyapong make wadjene ene. Because the necessary information has been passed on to every delegate obetuaba on 31st January 2026. And as someone okaye no, the same thing NBC. So what you abem now you use national security at the year report, at the year research. Now the report no on fanya juma obedient on need time. He has no time. He has no time. The NDC has no time. Eti omaye ready. Say they are going to the battlefront against Kennedy Ohene Agyapong as the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party in 2028. Ya fami Mr. Nku, mami na me ho. Albert Asumani eba eme de Ghana nkomo abrel. Sinupen ya kansenia etie.
is the party as a second of one who say coach what they were thing will be a woman who make sure say you bring the party back to power.
Sinipe.
It's a symbol how work no year where back on your tree, but open one.
Sinipe.
IGP Fufra, but the master made me Jaimonda. We send still. Me babo school ne obi akade woman me ko twitu a me ntwitu
me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so be pay ko catch on grow for ne say mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brad ye beto abama o better radio so na me ka mo se mo suspend me what be that
Sinipe.
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya ko election ye lose and a Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person almost a catch or party for no and I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating?
Sinipe.
One of these cano. No, almost the same Ramayan. Never said no.
Sinipe.
Dear Mr. Speaker, watra ehye watra mra no mra no man to me man ye dia waye enu ntina ye twe na adwen agina so say onhwe mra no no an bi tere bi say mra ne dia baby of fire in dia wati nti ye correct ne
Sinipe.
yes so who ne say as a person of come minority no ye kasa bo ahye ye
Sinipe.
The fabric of the party and leadership.
Sinipe.
And nothing to say if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. Oti suro and amo ye nia mo pe and amo se mo be change bibi but ade na mo be change no mo nkyere yen bone ade na ye mo nkyere yen esunsanso ade na ade aba.
Sinipe.
Besi ni pen ache o say ye wo bi esese ye nyina ye boa na ye na ye parliamentary ejuma ye no ye create that conducive atmosphere na ye no ye be ye
Sinipe.
The first year God in Gisberg mo ye na book profo kese eno na no book na bisa say e be English you go chop.
Sinipe.
All right, ma yansamu akwa babiom enfamra sinipe dwumade so ebra so say yede Ghana nkomo ebre with Albert Asumani the political czar atnase ya ye babedi nkomo na fe ya to aso akọ yenim yewra Kennedy ohene Agyapong ena okọ eye vetting committee Dr. Adukufo edano no ene okọ ho na okọ ho wie ye no oni ensentrofo di nkomo kakra ye behwe na fe yetimi etie enkoma ekoso eho ya vet na wie enti se ya approve no ana ya approve no ono ankasa edi ho nkomo nti ebetie na fe yehu baby a yede eho no soso no ebefa Albert Asumani the political czar atnase ya yede Ghana nkomo yede ebre wo na ene enkomo a ye ba bedie no yede ani bekirem ewe ye UPSA enra enkomo a ekoso with regards to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong any other important personalities baby awa boafa no on say one kasa no we a guy
say
we say na ma a man hunu a wo muntimi eyo mani
asema okay ma me fa nchiama kwaku amodate Esquire lawyer ai oso abro mo KUST no na se students loan ne ba no mo gi na so mo yi bundle ne sana na danfo ba kwase na we na mani huna na se we na mani huna
we mo huna o ni gi
na se we na mani huna Lawyer, yabano speedy recovery na.
Once a lawyer ankasa wa hodene. Eti baby owo bia no onfa neta. Onfa neta. Lawyer nya wo hia yeta.
O hia tabako pe.
Fata. Eno anu no hodene be ba bia be kama.
Mr. Gusaja mi tietie wana momu nkakra nti ba bia obefa bia no mi di wachi
o pese o de checkers e
we dada
o de checkers e be she trick to
I said yes three wo hwa ye she kotodwe che the three no ho nko ade e ya obese
oh holidays nso de on say bofra weekend in
yeah oh na ye holiday no on say e basa na utiminya time kakra e de jiwa home because eduru bia ya na up and down ne benefo ka se kukuhwe ase na ya na doso enti enra de I told myself one thing say for the first time be me wo fie amempie nko ba bia
okay
enti enra UPS no unfortunately me monitor o TV so mantumi anko enti ya de jia home kakra enti it was good yeah
all right enti Albert Asumani the political czar eno no Heart Builders Real Estate and komo ena me new ADA Heart Builders Real Estate ye ton sase ye won sase ne bi wo Shy Hills ye will be ewo Ningo Pram na ya sase ne bo no 25,000 Ghana cedis ye say betua 10,000 Ghana cedis na fe start with your project kakra fe onim se baby o ha koto asase na wato awie no afi na okobo ka okofa hwea afi na okofa blocks na wo fa we free ha eti wani mra ho so na transportation kwa akra no nka utimi kra de ye bibia Heart Builders Real Estate say sa hawo ni nyina ye free ho enti unya to asase na blocks na wo pe ahwea na wo pe ensuo na wo pe bibia beboa mo asiw dan ne bia no ye woni nyina nso so ewo ho enya fe na okofa mason ni okofa carpenter ni emna bewo so ne pa akere wo yenya ye wo bi ya ye betime de wo mo amaw na afi wo masifie no e de amaw kama abrofo ensa no ankasa chese ye besifie amaw awankasa upie so awakoma e beto yem abusua bo modern na pia kira kwa na afi wo nso so beje wasase Heart Builders Real Estate ye wo Ashaman ye ne Kakito Divisional Police Station no ene di hwani mo freye na ye ni nkomo ewo 0241 665200 0241 665200 na ma yem to aso ne enko ye nim onim se yewura Kennedy ohina Agyapong enne na wakwa koshia vetting committee no na omo akwa kodi nkomo ene ade ya ansa no obekọ vetting committee nanim no one kasa no o expectations na etesen
oh Mr. Nkum mame na wase na menchia etiefo ne ahwefo nyina say honorable Ken going to the vetting committee in there the first time in 2023 okopio menim and he did amazingly well and honorable Ken mpanifo ewo vetting committee nusu nyina ayo bi a ono o maye party mo adwuma when it comes to honorable Kwame Adokufo krade ono ni nyina aye adwuma o parliament from the year 2002 to 2008 honorable Adokufo efi parliament enti eye busuan komo we enyade ehu gidigidi bia and honorable Ken from the onset no ama ewiase nyina ehu how prepared he is obey diga na anim enti we ni de eye ade a eye meka say eye mere formality say so go through enti na okoy na my expectation pa de na menim say eye normal thing because eye busuan komo and
now nim so be pass through
say is nipa wa go through 2023 and is Ghana constitution you know ade ba ko a qualify to become president kra ne say so onya bedi emrahye bedwani a de aka ne ye bonus what you say
na onim say okowie ye no one ensentrofo adi nkomo nti ma yentie bi
sure
na ye mra na ye ntoa ye nkomo so
second time coming to such a vetting. Was it any different from the first time you came?
No, not really. You know, I was prepared. So I believe I answered all the questions. And they know I'm ready to be president of this country. Yeah.
But what were your major takeaways from today's session?
So they really wanted to know why I want to be president and my vision for the country, as well as the party.
Okay.
So I enumerated a couple of points and how I'm going to address some problems. So basically that was the interview. They know I've been through and through party man for so long. So I didn't face any serious questions, or they didn't antagonize me because they know my potential already. But they asked tangible and reasonable, I would say reasonable questions. They were not hostile to me, and I was free to answer their questions.
I imagine your plan to use the Asian model to develop Ghana.
I said it there too. I told them and explained what I mean by Asian model. You know, I've seen some proof. Let me explain further. The Asian model, what they did that time when they decided to compete with Europe and America was that they identified potential talents and potential businessmen and funded their projects like Daewoo, Hyundai, Samsung in Korea, for instance. They made sure, made conscious efforts to support them by giving them loans. And the loans, what they did was that if Mr. Honorable Kwaku Kwarteng decides to build this building, they will ask for the cost of the raw materials and where he's going to get the raw materials from. The government then sends the money to the company manufacturing the raw materials. And they will give you a couple of months. If you tell them the imports or your raw materials or whatever equipment you're going to use will arrive in 3 months. In 3 months, the following week, 3 months, 1 week, they are there to inspect if indeed you receive the equipment. Now, what they do is that the government partners the individual, the private sector. So they will win themselves off when you finish paying the loan. Then it becomes your business. And you know, in business, the most difficult part is the capital. So if government supports you to get the capital and you run it well, you become a millionaire. This is how they've been able to expand their businesses.
All right, enti eno ye Yera Kennedy ohene Agyapong after say o go through vetting no na otimi echechensem so opening em say one kasa watie ninsem a oka. Yeah. You could see say omubusa about so kaso be use the Asian miracle. Yeah. E dey asesa Ghana person chesen awachechro mu ene ade nyina.
Say say me kan no. Won say utia or say omo antagonize no bia just obia the pressure bi say do ba bia na I say vetting go horror so go for a hostile towards you obisa question no mu no nanim but from honorable na account each say it was a friendly conversation say the ka abusuan komo and when it comes to say who is an MPP person, if you don't have the definition you just say Kencity Agyapong. just like that. Yeah. He defines who a true MPP person is. Enti how dey nya feel am be ka party ho asem ana oba party mu da be na constituency ne ana o ma me fi hin o ma me ato aba ma MPP da o papa na o papa ye hin di sa de no honorable kan watena ho
because some de sa ehwo ne bemu a ebinu be fi
sa
omo mfam
sa enti when it comes to party nkomo de honorable atwam ho kra na ne policies are na oka ho asem that Asian miracle no eye ade a honorable kan you see the Asian miracle na a period these Asian countries Japan nomne Korea nomne Singapore nomne ade how they were able to have that economic revolution omutimi develop omunioma education, economy, human capital, no me say na money nyina no. Sa ade no ehia commitment and a bold leadership. Say unni leader or you bolder. Certain decisions bi ho a untumi take. And honorable Ken na niswade hu nyina ne say obeboa na Ghana ayeden akonanim. So debia anoya na oka say Ghana first. Honorable decision bi obetake bia say odwen ho na say woni ne nya adwen na say it is the supreme interest of Ghana. He will go ahead and implement it. Nti honorable Ken no na niswade hu ne say esese Ghana take a rightful place among our peers. Na other countries ntimi hu say country bi ebo Africa, for that matter West Africa. Na leader bi wo ho a or this revolution aba ne manfo nso de anigye den atanachi menim say decision bi honorable Ken nyame adom na say January 7 2029 yeso ni in as president and niema a ode beba no Ghana for we bisa say na den ne ya ama na amantem. So these are the things vetting committee ni so ayu omo no say omo hwehwe na om de ba Ghana for enti vetting de said honorable Ken kan no akoyi de day anim ni pa no ene how honorable Ken policies no obetimi abe implement me da bia se me sorry na me bompa ya me say rade ma me nkwatenten na me ntra se nche na me hu honorable Ken na mamuo na me hu how ahoden a ode a hyemu no said de Ghana for nso no e de support ebe den ebe man
said you passionate no
say Mr. Nkum ehu you see the fire is burning in his belly. I just say SSS kwan bia so no SSS MPP delegates etimi ma honorable Ken sa akwanya no na Ghana for nso ntimi nye den ento abama no na omra meye sa ne ma na because edru ba bi na say otwa wani hwe benkum ni fa atimi say leadership is very important when it comes to this country. Enti enra abra na ye Founders Day ni ade no I was reading about a whole leadership of African leaders and niema nkofo timi ayede ama man na timi say Ghana ha no enema bebre wo ho a de man nkofo epe Dr. Kwame Nkrumah asem ne say ne niema ne bi wo ha so visible say wo de wa mehu Kwame Nkrumah what in the din keke but you are able to touch and feel some of the developmental projects and me as a person from the one I will maybe see and my enjoy motorway which was built by a leader of Ghana. And this our leader be nasa also catch us me ba and near my when say ye na de to akwama Ghana no etumpon honorable Ken Kasa Semnichewa. You just have to know say he is tried and tested. And he will be in his private life why never be brave. Part in Penifo Michian or Verti, and then no baby saw honorable Ken baby. The nim dear ewa amamu and I say governance and I say when it comes to say putty together resources to make sure say party ye are your man here. Honorable Ken has been at the forefront of all these and Verti there say Kayano a mere formality says so go through then propelling it to
just
the
to
higher
confirm, the process
has
been done.
Yeah, go through.
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Enra yera Canada on Agyapong echo UPSA na okoye enkoma hodo a ekọ so e na afei eniema hodo a ono susu se asoman esese yeye ama ekoye nim yutumpon se ne afofre etumpon no oda bia di okan bi hu nsem e wo ho eti ma yentie bi ne ehwemra
transformation indeed our convener we need to transform this country. Is there enough youth empowerment? The gateway to sustainable economic development. As usual, I'll be brutally frank. Some speakers were not able to give the answer. I'll give you the answer, and the answer is no. The answer is no because we've had brilliant youth in this country that are eager to do something. for themselves. But our leaders and governments have not prioritized the youth empowerment. And even an example that is a gentleman who asked a question about cocoa powder. It looks as if our policies in this country favored only foreign investors. And we, the local entrepreneurs, go through hardships, and sometimes we are treated by the authorities as if we are their enemies. But the gentleman, I want you to go back to the Minister of Finance and ask him the law of the free zones. I have a factory at the free zones, so I know that at least 30% should be sold locally. So if you're going to buy something from the free zones and you've been able to establish that you're a citizen, why should you pay the duty? Go back and ask. So what is the essence of the 30% that they should sell locally?
So Alex, enone enkoma Yera Kennedy on Agyapong enra senior na ufuru senior na etie. Or say we need to transform. Think about we should be particular about the youth. Any other enema hodo a esese yetimi eye, especially local free zones are. Wo hye ni bia ne se esese yenya local businesses now say odoso more and so entesa enema dane eni ade. We ne nkoma hodo a odi
Mr. Nkum, say Honorable Ken, when it comes to say emra ejuma honsem yenye na omo be benefit afimu no all the time. I say youth na sem no occupy about 70 to 80% of his thinking. It's all the time, you know. Na the all dream one how youth empowerment. It means me empower youth, no. Not youth no so it me abeden ababedi. Because Mr. Nkum no crepe woman say ne wo ye Ghana ni na se wo Ghana ha na wo hwe youth a eba enne pa na se ye nya leaders a omo ebe deliberate about the youth empowerment. Say ye boy youth Mr. Nkum country ne da chen na say ye bleak.
Yeah, they go out to pray.
I'm telling you. And then about 8 out of 10 Ghanaian youth be a be lamented. They see how quotation our decatomy lamentations. Just say the youth doesn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. I should even say there's no even tunnel for them to even see the light. That is how Ghanaian youth look it and ne. Wo ho out me dwen na say na okra no enne enkrofo dan a omu sisi ubetimi asibi do batumu ansa na wo film. So your youth now wo ba wo be say wo okra brabo a wo boy now they check you age a just say obi anya deliberate about say yenye bibi emfamwa Ghana mabunu a emabunu asem aye mobo e wo Ghana ha. Because akwa say we your babunu na say unni godfather bi a your politician o papa bi enya politician na wo fa bi enya politician na che say wo no we sa out 8 out of the 10 Ghanaian youth na we are hopeless. No matter the school awako ubetimi akọ school anya certificate bu e che otwe hunwi ni nyina da na A4 sheets na go dem adwuma kwa hwehwe bia unya. And the Honorable Ken the focus na agenda any the all can said the bit me aboa na your policies any ye mra e be hye Ghana ha no e bit me favor the Ghanaian youth e bit me create livelihood ama emabuna eba anko bia benya o ye babuna ka between the age of 28 30 there say kum na why establishing abusuya.
Yes,
wa ware ne yire enete a obesha cs wo
or with an car. What you say?
And now, who youth no wa? Chese baby odi ni ti beto kwa ye problem.
Tell you.
Efie nye wonso a ya sisa busuan sika dia ma akọ school so ba ya. Untimi nye hwe.
Adwuma ni bi ni ho na wo nya bi akoye.
Akode ya sisa fia busuan sika nyina dia ma na kwa brochire. Okodu London na wa frese ne mo ma ne me kakra na heading. Yes aden. Sana Ghanaian youth no ne suba ne ye ene na boso na kwa akoye. Say empanifo no always are thinking about themselves. They are thinking about how they come to government and make money and go. It is a nyame amoa no ankofi sa busuan no mu a. Na just say uti asun we say dwanti. This is what Honorable Ken want to break the genes and say no. Ghana mabunu no. Yama omunya ye priority. Because say we country na say we jobless majority of the youth are. Na just say we no big problem. And that is the clear case of Ghana. Say na Ghana mabunu dudu na ne adwuma ye. Enti se bibi kakra bi na ebebo amonsem a they want to follow it. Enti bo say enema basa nko a.
O ka se me say emiri bi a atwem na nka Ghana obebunu obi owo JSS. Oko school a ye makwan a ye mo omoko ekoye practicals.
Yes.
Uko didi adwuma chi kakra obefiri obeba kra no ni wanya bibi kakra hye no ho a ode eba beto na brabo so ni school so ene ade anke no kra boa awofo sakra ne ade sa ne ma nyina ne ye jai enkwara ne makwan betene fie a social media nko a omonam ho saa nti China for no ede omonkwara no efa practicals nim emo monsa no adwuma ebegu social media no na Ghana for nso te ha ye nso na ye hwe
sa bon Mr. Nkum say edru ba bia ade ama da bia me se mekoso abompa ya Honorable Ken sa ko say nyame be ye na dom because I see Honorable Ken say ono anase wakoye obi a nyankopon aji no ade ama Ghana mabunu say omna me the voice of the youth, omna no me the voice of the voiceless, the hope for the hopeless. Honorable Ken any obi a oti ani biefo ase at any time Honorable Ken na ni be bring who be so agina ka say no way let us say obi sisi obi and this is the manner ye nyina ye bompa ya man say obetumi aba na isi misengu say oye babunu wo omamu ti say Ghana na say what's na what spending about 30 35 40 years e wo Ghana na say unya bibia nya the kind of frustration that is setting in no e so huge say one hwe ya bibia obi be ofa ne bia no say papa o say boni o de ho be shem ene maiwa ne bebre wo ho a omuntumi enyi o manimu megina Medina Zongo Janshi ha na say omunko gina Togo embassy ho so omunkobo say be abasi bra but online ene ma omo ye I
tell you
online ene ma omo ye all because nipa no man must stop sika ni fie adwuma so onya bi nye ebe ba we kra na bi okuta first or second degree but the system is not favorable. The Ghanaian system as we speak is not favorable to the Ghanaian youth. A system now quite say to whom yes say to whom you know is to whom knows you. Say nipa no onimu a unim no kro no amfa enti ene no se wanye lucky na se system no eliminate you sa no wanya bibi papa bi ana futo papa bi a na wabrabo no se ana wo se no but this is a leader all the time or can say said the beya Ghana mabunu no ye betimi I empower. You see the empowerment is when what drain Ghana ni no ho what drain mabunu no ho now the policy a betimi aba a favor the ordinary. The partner doesn't have to struggle to gain ends meet. As I say, system nankasa etimi ewo ho say mabuna awie school. Origin bi awo mu there's an industry employ nkrofo. Utifie we a carpenter, we a mason, we a welder. There's an industry ubetimi anya adwuma ye wom enne nipa eni ahoto okrom ha especially Mr. Ngum se unne obi a onye adwuma ye tipenso na se woye bibi kakra na ukoba aya na wankasa na ukoba na kwa na pressure eda wo so no because unamfofo ba ku mienu bi wo ho a uyi wani from so onye yie you have to sort them out na bisa ho se wankasa ukuta busua enkwara bese mienu na ase miensa ahia na wunya that because wo adamfo bi a wo ankasa otimi hwe wo nwe se no nipa enye se onya adwuma onye adwuma no eden onya bi nti se wankasa no as a good friend no otimi ma na bibi kakra. And for how long can you continue to do that?
And not sustainable.
Maybe. Nti honorable Ken agenda and then industrialization and then you might be na dana koma so. In fact, that it is something as a Ghana ni bia no o sorry anopa o de adwempa eni akomapa e bompa de tie honorable Kennedy. Na nititiu ni MPP delegate. De bia se we meka say Ghana yedachi yiyo no MPP delegate for onsem. Nsem in a sense that omo decision be taken 31st January no. Na betimi aboa ama Ghana se ebeye yie se enye yie ejina omo so. Nti ma chopa de bia betra me de pa MPP delegate ni se adaroma. Muma nyame nkama koma na muntie honorable Ken ni nsem pa onye opportunity in fact Mr. Nkum Matie honorable several years. There was several forums. Me who so honorable ko gina baby akasa and in his speech without talking about how we can make the Ghanaian youth proud of him or herself. Say, or a Ghanaian. Na Ghana bit yamano the requisite knowledge any opportunity no amo much me den aye adwuma for themselves. And to opie bia na agenda ni say said ye Ghana be ye no esese ye mabunu wo Ghana no enya bibiyo esese mabunu ni empower mo because more na who develop youth no na u future na eden u develop yo no because Mr. Nkum ene empanifu edi MPP anim ene as national executives no Mr. Nkum say o hwe o mo a no obi so mo say emu ahe ana na 1992 struggle no mo ka ho what you say by now no lead party no
yeah
and to say next one timi anya youth bia wo de sebi the sense of patriotism be show mu ene adwumaden ene ade say ye de boa party no develop party no eje party no si wo enna bisangu se nyame amowa the next 10 years the next 20 years no unya any responsible person to take up leadership role in this country.
And it's so hard for even Ghanaian youth say obe planning because you can't plan. Race was banned.
On say CBB so now they are planning.
You can't plan
what
your
life.
Say?
Yes,
see your name nyame beye.
Nsesiano I say who you to be but that no motivational speaker. Ana e o tuni nu afọ be ye but emu ahe na ompeso om motivate om ho. The truth is that utwawani na ohwe benkum na nifa. There's no hope.
No hope.
There's no hope. System no does not even give you a little way hope say oh nyame ya aduma be den ebeye yie because leaders no ba bi o ma dwen nam no. Wodu no bi sa enti we mu ne ekoto abade ba o mu yi. No share the kind of leadership Ghana for the boom ekoto mama John Dramani Mahama ene amamu na ye toro kan say na
so kura ye nye bi numi
na just say who say are these the people Ghana for ekokoto abade mo mu. We cannot waste the next 8 years ahead of us. From now to 2028 there Mr. Nkum ye nya ton Ghana destiny the ama NDC for. But the good thing, and I said, the man here dance when he say, we have another opportunity to right all the wrongs. And how do we do that? We can only do that as MPP delegates say, you've been making the right decision to vote for Honorable Ken 31st January. Na nyamenya na dum na yemfa ohawi mu kakra saa na yenkosi January 2029 no. Na on take over na efia popo bibre ni nyina na den ontimi mpramfi ho na fe onfa that hope no that vision na ɔwɔ de ma Ghana for say so ɔde ba no etimi aboa Ghana for because Mr. Sɛ oyɛ Ghanaian na sɛ na ɔte hɔ na sɛ John Dramani Mahama na yɛ president na sɛ ondwen sɛ Honorable Ken bɛba bedim w'anim the next 4 years after John Dramani Mahama na me hu how a opese country no direction ko because na Mr. Nkum ye eba Ghana galamsey nkura ho nsensem a ho the way agensem no odwe ho alom say na Ghana ye fi ni abedu hayi eno ti ase an ansase so ansei amfi John Dramani Mahama so abre eno de se woye MPP ni na se wo kwa abonte akọ demonstrate a eso hu se sade no so no ampro John Mahama bre so na aya na politicians ni bebru ho a Mr. Nkum medwi om ho anu bi so say are they fighting for their interest or they are fighting for the interest of Ghana? Because they are who they are nkofo bebredi ahyem a asa ne galamsey no fight no abeye bibi huhu amomo a je say ene heads must roll. Asa afero mati galamsey anhyase enso ne
e wo hoda dada
and the first anhyase enso ne nse je say esia no esia no mean say every politician our Ghana wo opepa say galamsey na no whether you are MPP or NDC esese odo ano etumbi na yentimi go through na de ye de wo mu ni say John Dramani Mahama will not be the last president of Ghana nimre be so amanako na okwa de oba no e de no de ba ene Ghana ba bi ewo yi e ho na ye hwehwe because John Dramani Mahama de upeu umpeu Ghana's constitution, you know, the last time we okay. We are oko. Na okwa Ghana ye kwaya nim ana ye san ye ti. E hone the decision na eda Ghana fo nyina na so a ene wopie mu ba bia na nkofo ani age se enye hwe kra nya hwe kra na ye betena John Dramani Mahama amamuemu anum so atwen wo pe ama Honorable Ken aba be take over January 2029 e ho na be ma Ghana fo yakoma atoyeyem na ma MPP delegates so are proud of themselves say they've made a right decision be beneficial to Ghana. Mr. Nkum
na only say Enra Honorable Ken ne kasa no wan fence ho a o say ye kalikora no e was say eno susu ne yetimi eye changes e wo massive changes e wo enti hono susu said o sifa kan no na o chirichiri mu no ma yenti na yehwe na yendi enkomo
the government role to empower the youth. Any government that do not assure the future of the youth, it means the country itself has no future. Because the youth is our future. So what the government has to do, or any leader with a vision has to do, is to make sure you create enabling environment for everybody, including the youth, to support especially their businesses. 2, the government should make it a point to explore talents in this country. We need to explore talents among the youth, the necessary support to make sure that they realize their dreams. I have a different approach. The theory must end. We have to be pragmatic. We should start from our universities. They should amend their curriculum to include pragmatism. The government.
Anti Yera Kennedy on Agyapong, Nenkomo, baby or twice so AC,
Mr. Nkum, and to share as someone about Kenny Kane, especially education system. And Kofu be brew say, Ankaya system needs me boa. And at the kind of or the saying programs are universities ni bi offer with government support na anka bedu baby Mr. Nkum graduates no ebefi school na ba no on kwohwehwe aban mpo sa aban nye den emma na adwuma nye esese nipa mebro ho a they have talent on be school no on be ba no enema omoye no with the little push and the support no you can set them up for them to also employ their fellow graduates. But and then no say they were acquire ni say humanities na adoso ama we ko ba wakwa akoye we wakwa akoye we ni nyina book it obeba no theory no like practical knowledge bia enti say nipa no oba na adwea da say ADB be employ no na adwea da say Ghana Commercial Bank ho na adwuma na adwea da say oba akonya adwuma or any state institution enti ono no ne certificate na o de ba no. He is not thinking of adding value to himself or herself. He's looking for say obakonya aban bi akoshem. Enti say a system of education no a kill talent more. But se utimi biem na se nkofo hu say at the end of the day no certain skills bi wo ho na say programs bi wo ha wo do nkoshem kura na wo wie a emma that opportunity emma government timi push you ma wan kasa mpo timi set up businesses to also encourage other people to go into those programs. Say, omko universities almost work for certain programs. Many lady because school Cape Coast Technical University, those days Cape Coast Polytechnic, or HND fashion. Because unfortunately, we school na ne uncle bako, fan no so or best support and was setting up. As I speak to you, she has over 20 ladies and gentlemen or chromo adwuma chese ukọ the shopper eye dia nika krakwa obi e wakwa akoye ne degree akwa ne master's degree BTech chese in fashion chese mu se o hwe ne cut and he said o pam wedding gowns ni ade na you see say we enye obi okosua adwuma na keke e wo ka akwa ho bi but obi a oye with qualification any school eda ho measurement bibia nti use ene ni nafofo no we omo nimni de obi a be we na opese okọ no ho no okọpam na ade ma no we ne wo fa bi na man the opportunity
setting up
yes but government can also have those vocational and technical institutions na omo be make sure say you go through come out we will set you up so you also train other people. What I say, na nkofo momunya den e depend on you as a private person. Na sa pressure na wa ban adwuma no so no. Nkofom kakra. These are the things that Honorable Ken eka me tiachira na me there because I see a leader osha ekate across all sectors. Say ye nyina ye ntimi nkonkoye marketing. Ye ntimi nkontimi nkoye accounting. No konkoye banking or bad your pan or hwehwa say as a bank bi fa na adwuma but e bia na to say ni pay you be atare so betimi apam
our skill
yes so we shouldn't kill people's talent let's explore them and at the end of the day no yen set a lot of people up as young graduates ni enjoy sa 10 years experience we a young graduate now peduma obebra bra na why na employ no na why na man experience
say honorable na sem a all can say nyame ye na dom no be yo mampani he is going to make sure say obetimi ama emebunu abenye sika I mean is thinking about over 1 million billionaires
yes.
in Ghana. There are some who are more skilled no but they don't have the resources master and so these are things as I said on mine yet me particular about it it's honorable can come out no more practical the reality on the ground
Mr. Adie Bakwa honorable Ken that I know na he always feel proud about and say what who say young person be a fan in sem and I say young person be wo baby na all ye juma na all ye na or add value to him or herself it gives him joy honorable Ken ne how nyina no how to make people stand on their own, how to develop people, how to make people. Enti na this one any ne dadwe nyina ne say Ghana ni no a ono te Ghana why na adwen say ono ontu kwan kwotena obi ma so emfo na hoden enkoye adwuma e obi ma so no edie na onya woni mamu. You can make the Ghanaian also feel say ono so no wanya bibi a woye. And some businessmen are honorable king. It is easy to raise them. And the political will and the necessary resources to give it.
You be MPP ni NDC anyone at what near Ghana the ashe.
Is it me say honorable king? Adia bakwa a bit dinechi a say nakumapa for the country Ghana. It doesn't matter when it comes to the development of Ghana. Honorable Ken doesn't care whether it is MPP or NDC youth. All he cares is the Ghanaian youth. That's why we always say Ghana first. And we say Honorable Ken, nyame adom na se obabe dimam peni wo Ghana ha. Ana nkufwe mu say aligning yourself to a particular political party no does not guarantee say ubeye ye na so onye ye. But ono bedman wo who say so you Ghana ni a qualify for any other thing in Ghana between ayama no. If you deserve it, you be given to.
Exactly.
It's not about say we MPP ni nkwa. Yes, MPP for no, that is the vehicle, that is the machinery and the government and everything. And of course, mpanifo bu best do yema hwehwamade no on the pan star kwa do so MPP ni dia the o deserve no ubenya. But usan ye Ghana ni na onjoine political party dia, your choice is honorable Ken because ono no odadwen ye ne dadwen. Honorable Ken nye selfish onye person kunya so be so otena hoda on the bia ye mfre no boss honorable na obesore na nkofo gu ni fie bebresa opese one day no some pressure that one so no you and I will come and also take some of the pressure out of him. So when the baby sinner is successful, you also a lot of people will come and depend on you.
Also, all unity to your can be a war. I have for her baby.
Yeah.
Say, nem pie bo and say, and in a new swadu and say, obey me aboa ama party mana and Honorable Canadian Agyapong urban unity to Asia party 40. Oyi sika ema yedi ye bibia o bia ansa na program no akoso. Na ni swade hu no say ono beba be flag bearer to the party. Nwatimi abode am up to the level and next time no bibi sa ekwa ne dia ne say wakotena kam ya de ne kwa. Ubedru ho no na party man no because of baby a woma gina pempen so ma dru e wa abrabo mu ntino they are what to do to cater for anyama wo mo
example sa sem no abo Ken kan no e very key in even the new patriotic party e ba ban mu e be sie ne bisa ho se sa nkofo a ya mo priority ni e bebre kodi wo mo nsem no. And as we speak, MPP Sua, I'm MPP Suana. So, what party for? When you build your own, it boosts your quiet campaign, quiet election. Sometimes before you go out to look for money, within you have raised a lot of money. Because make your own people also rich, so that when you need internal resources, they can also provide.
Yes, say you are stronger when the people around you are strong.
Na se unkwa no onamwa ese benefo se prayer no wi ba kwa ebebu ba o kamba mu a emu so kamba mu emu wase kasam so ka ho
yeah
because obagufo nkwa no ne nsa ntimi so nyame ani kata enti da bia kere Japan onyimra parties workers yentimi ntuo mu ka kere Japan ye ko conference ye nya sika kere Japan ye ne party nika kere Japan party for real school wo nya adwuma nya kere Japan. After Honorable Scam presidency, he will create a lot of Japons in MPP. He will create a lot of Japons in Ghana. He will give opportunity to other people. Say that that's not cake, you best say I'm a Fibia, so no, or best or not cake, cry then it's also prano. Now, when you require only cake now, a lot of people will have their own resources, a better benefit to and more dependence. So this is the leader on your selfish, on doing what he can do for himself. He's thinking what he can do for his country. And to do something for your country is to help develop the youth of the country. And then the ma country no that. And the ma country no need that so. And it's all the babru now Ghana. You feel proud to say one kasa krano. Na me ankobo one to country be no eden. Obebo to Ghana.
All right.
We want to have that feel and have that sense of patriotism. Say, aha, ane yewo, aha ya na betena, ne aboye bra. Ne betimi aka sa asem nso a, age enya leader, why ready say obe support it. Yen emebunu no, ne yenso atimi akodu baby a, ye need that so e won.
All right. So, Albert, onem say enkomo ba akon so a echo nenam from within the new patriotic party no, and say wo ye presidential candidate and say all the flag bearer aspirant na omo echo no wonim say yes sebe mpia asa ba bia abo ne gina bia no na ne ba enso so eka ne ho ye wo nipa ba ko a ye betimi aka se ne yere Yewura Kennedy ohine Agyapong ono echo unity tour oni na mua ne party ma akokasa awia ono aba ebe ya dwuma foforo asanso akobi mu no ne yere nso so atia simu a wono nso so eche the reason why intia esese party delegate ema nikunu ebe ye flag bearer na ma Christy enam no utie ne nkomo oye oba okasa problem bia ma chire biem okasa wi anya afi ne yebe kokopa nkofo chewo ne ade onkasa ntieti nkofo na so na oko constituency by constituency within onwankasa ne region Ashanti region na enkomo awodo a ohia ema no ono omu diye no ma yentie bi na afi ye hunu ne ono nso so no wo kireye
Obra hospital na omo wo ho sebe omo nye sika enfentia na omo atna hospital wa achen oni mu ba bia but e kana koma na watua se kofie say en ono abotie o wa koma odwin obia ho woni no wo ba see Christy emeya prayer omo baya yama omo ni adwuma bia ye no say ya nhwe ye na ya nhwe omo a daachi ye mpanifo ye wo fia na omo atoa ye ababuye obia hu hia no especially say ye ma no enwie school no mo tifie no mo nye adwuma ni we yo ba tan a wo ba akofoma prayer 25 26 30 na da so ba akofoma enye ba tan bia de emma so de ye na efie ye hwe bia emma so ye so bibi mu a ye make sure say ya ye ni ye pese ekọ toto senya ye peno enintina o ka se ye campaign se media pese mi hia me nuano man na ye di girls nkomo efi se oba ekura ade wufia eso obia eso
enti eno aye ya maame Christina Agyapong honorable Kennedy ohine Agyapong ne yere ono ana wo kasa na se mu a okane se ema nsoso no se mu gina dibia eye ye be ma sika ba mu nsemu a eno nsoso ye isan se oba de wo ye be ma bia saso boafo enti se wukunu twa ne na bi ma na nka wo nsoso se omiwura ma nwenwene nya abotre wodon nsa awura wabosuom na nka nsoso yi bia pie nanso we de new patriotic party ema ewo mu no chese bo munya bibi kra nom de omonan esiso o se saa niema we nyina ye Yewura Kennedy ohine Agyapong ne nhyehyeye eyade da na koma pono so se wo ba wo beboa ma man so so ediye Albert enkomo no sei na eko
Zengum said Obroni kana say behind every successful man there is a woman. And this time around it's not even behind. It can be in front or beside. And ni nyina kire hawa u vision na wo no enkofo ebe buy into vision no se wo ayire na se wo ya ade na se oyire etai wachi a nyankopon kra na bodie mu no eye nhira. And you see wo hwe anti-Christian demeanor any the depth of discussion na no more ye no any said ye oje sanema ni di say possible say under honorable Ken no ma ebetimi anya that opportunity na eye ade a ehye nkran bebre because enya is not about kasentwi na oba ukunu epe president edi na nka onam na oto ayampia said enkofobi ene nam izabu zongo eye no enye sa na antikrisi ye ne de we eye proper woman what we say well cultured and she's very well exposed what you say ye flag bearers aspirant omo yire no mo background ene abrabo mabo among mo ho. This is one of the women a ubetimi do on side and akyere ne so entino onye obi a onim de woka and she herself as obi a otani kunu chi se obonto amano no has bought into the idea of nikunu not because any kunu ka keke but she has experienced it as a private businessman. Say papa we ade wo de say ni so obeye. And that is what Anti-Christie is selling to the MPP women, selling to the MPP delegates. Ekacho me se minuama gidie anehia munji onabu kenni na mu man opportunity no na munyina be say emfie 9 sese no ye besa be gina manimu biemu no na nya ye ne mo be kasa wo na emomu na mo ba be share mo testimony eniema a motimi anhu ne de onabu ken atimi anya me se nyankopon ye onabu ken adom na so be di president the first 4 years the second term no enkrofo na be campaign amano because it's going to be testimonial campaigns.
Oh sin pain.
I'm telling you because ade onabu ken be ye no so ye Ghana ni a wo ana obegye sa na message no e de akose papa ye mfie na ye atwam obeka sei na waye se waye de a amfo na ye den e kire nto aso ene mo man nto aso. That is how Honorable Ken presidency is going to be. Me say, Honorable Ken's 4 years, in the first 4 years, you know, it is going to be a revolution. Obia or we are saying Bebiano, ebe interested say, why and the president of Ghana, the day and massa changes in this anime, it's me by. It's Anti-Christie and Namunano, the agenda of development. The job creation agenda, the industrialization agenda of Honorable Ken Agyapong, and all breaking it down. And the MPP man, no one who say, baby, Honorable Ken Nichileno, say, Ujini di, Nasa Udinechia, he's leading you to the promised land.
All right. That is Albert Asumani, the political czar, and Meneno Eddie and Komo. That is Ghana and Komo, I was in the page media, so Ebraso said, messages any comments ahodwa abano sabato wiafe enso so aye crowd nti or those messages no ede emaye na fe yetwa so eko yenim. After messages no we are also going to open the phone lines nti utie yen na ohwe ya also betimi aba na fe yedi enkomo. Now ma yenko na yehwe messages ahodwa abana yentimi endimu enkomo na yenko yenim ansana yebeko messages ahodo no eso no wo a wutie yen na fe ohwe yen enso so no wo akwanja se obebem na yetimi edi nkomo ama bibia ayekama tabia takum ehun nkomo na menu edie se tabia takum eye duro nwanwaso ase wo ye bema na opese o memma sem ejina brane na fei ema ohukani susu ani gie ewo fie no ohun se one bema ene tiampa enya bema bia mfum so o ne mom ene galamse ya ekoso Ghana eniama ye hwia koyemu ene ade nyina no timkeja aseniama na tabia takum abase ebeye niema yi ama eniema gina na aye adwuma ema bibia ye kama enu nti bo modern fo ani kire baabi aye ton aduro bia aduro ho a o se opetabia takum na enu ye aduro a ewo sachets mti unsaka bia na wahya ase na otafretafre chese sema kakra bi na wagina onan so ya obebo adwuma kama ema bibia nso so atoa so akọ nanim baabi aton aduro bi ado ni kyeremu a onsa betimi aka bi afei sebi a open dodo atu aton ema wonso sika ba ho a freyani ni nkomo ewo 0243 686861 0243 686861 na afei yen toa so enko yenim sabato wiafe eja wiafe ba ayekra do ba pa etisen
Mr. Inkum nyame adome ho ye pa.
Ugina yie wa ho. Weekend no udi ni yie.
Medi ni kama pa.
Efra holidays ni nyina.
Ni nyina
udi ni nyamim. Udi ni nyamim.
Nyamim. Ai nyamisro.
Okay, say nyamim dia ene na ho so.
Ai.
And messages ahodo a wanya me ma osema sen.
But 7-10 minutes.
7-10 minutes. And your mama 10 minutes. Get connected.
Okay, mama shase and so and for YouTube. Where I am Mina Isaac or say watching you from Cantonment or say Mr. Inkum, good afternoon. I'm connected or say hopefully delegates also connected. Our next president Kennedy or Agyapong. May the good Lord protect him for us. Where I am friends of Kencity Media or say good afternoon Mr. Inkum. Can all the way. Hashtag say kutu say bam. Nana ya say please delegate vote for Honorable Kennedy for the sake of Ghana, our motherland. Ma Nana ma say Sinupeng greetings from New Jersey. We are connected to candidates. Ken 2028 to candidates. Where whenever Adomako or the free UK or say delegates of NPP, please make sure you vote for Honorable Kencity Agyapong for jobs. Yeah, Mami Winnie Agyapong say good afternoon, my children and granddaughter. How was your long weekend? Hope by God's grace all went well in Jesus' name. I say we thank God for another week. I pray this week will be a blessed week. Amen. Be a blessed pa. Where Francis Adai or say let Ken be Ken. Siabonga say aka Ken pe. Nana upon TV say Ken Agyapong. Or say it's a real businessman who can take Ghana to another level in our development in 2028. When elected as president. Where Ayohineba Adomako or say indeed Ghana is not poor, but our leaders are hiding the truth because of their selfish interests. Or say Honorable Kennedy will make Ghana rich if the delegates vote for him. Grant George say victory, 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 oh, victory. President Ken all the way, 80% done deal. Or say Psalm 86 verse 17, surely. Way Ebenezer Dia, or say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Or say Mr. Inkum Kofi Daddy. Wabo dini nyina.
Wabo etu ase. Ene che say bibi di achiro.
Or say I like your suit. Nice. I say Honorable Kennedy is the next president of Ghana, watching live from Washington D.C. Yadanasi. Where Kenneth Arthur or say let Ken be Ken. Ghanaians want a business person like Honorable Ken Agyapong. God guide and bless him. Now upon TVC, give us Ken or Agyapong. We will give you power in 2028. Where Champon Kwame or say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Watching you live from the Wu Equia Pim or say Honorable Ken Agyapong is the only person who can help Ghana and bring NPP back to power. Where AJ Kofi or say Ken all the way. Michael Kumi or say Ken is already winnable, no doubt. Or say watching from Spain. Emmanuel Asian say I'm surprised how NPP is struggling for flag bearer, whilst Ghanaians has simply defined to them who to bring. Or say Ken is the option, nothing else. Into Mr. Inkum, for WhatsApp messages so kakra and kahona yonko yenim. We say Ghanaians have seen the good things in Ken, but Iyoko FC players don't want Ken because they are afraid to go to jail when Ken comes to power. Iyoko players, We say, good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. I'm glad that Honorable Ken's vetting went on successful. He's our next president of Ghana, Masinu Payne. We are passed solo or the Fidewu Equiapem and Ebaye. We say, always a delight listening to political czar. Where we come, Mr. Asumeni. We are in Konya K. The message we buy. We say, good afternoon, Sinupen boss. The minister addressed him as a flag bearer because it is written in heaven. We a war of the Free Franco estate and a buyer. I say no Ken, no votes. We a Martin Jan or the Free just so Domia Brow say, I wish Honorable Kennedy Agyapong all the best in his vetting. Regards to my mother, Auntie Ekuya Agyapong of Esase Bonte Fufu and Honorable Lawyer Kwabna Boateng, MP of Ejiso constituency. We say good evening, Mr. Inkum. Please, in the Church of Pentecost, one of our women ministries slogan is Imba Nina Ayeye na mede mechen won nyina. What I'm trying to say is that all the 5 aspirants are good, but Honorable Ken tops them all. I'm Kojo Kwansa, watching you live from Awutu Ofada near Bojiase, and I do message we bye. Mame last one.
Mame last one na
okay. Okay. We say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Inkum, I say keep up the good work. Kennedy is our only hope. Let Ken be Ken. Emmanuel, Ima Odifi, Hebron, and Eba. Mr. Inkum, Mediwesi.
All right, and that is Sabato Riafi and wire justice to the time. Ebrason said, "Wa wutie na ohwe en soso no obebem na fe yedi nkomo. Ebere ni swanti oba bomodin se o TV volume set no obelowa no watie me e phone no so. The same thing and as a radio na wutie nso so a lower the volume set na fe tie me e phone no so. Ni eni nkomo ema bibia enye kama. Numbers no 0240 550899 0240550899 ofre na wo ba enkomo ayedi no ha no eno na won so ba be dibie. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sinupen.
Yes, come from the TFF.
Oba pa wudin ba bia frefri ni entio.
Atraji ani ni kapatu Madina.
Ma yentio.
Pacho, Ken. When you mean you bet me ayo. Ni bi oya NDC. I think young country Ken say. No on patrol and cast a monster mention. If the drama for you mean you bet me ayo. If you say I do for the swammer. If you are man and also you say me show, you mean for the me ayo. If you country with a yamam. The same thing.
All right. Yes, so yada say papa pass wa bonitew na unuan so anya biaka. Yen toa so enko yenim. Wo so betimi aba na afi wa bonitew ne enko. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupen.
Yes. Can you send me a pepe?
We didn't baby afrefri ni entio.
Me de kwabla asare, me first is very station.
Kwabla yenko.
Hello. Okay. The woman is there. The amount for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, and for now, no more kwasa, Edania, FPP party, Ubeku. The Missini paying almost for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, no, but I took him in the power at the Ama MPP for. Bye.
Medase papa kwabna say odo de ede aba osu betimi aba na fe yetie na yenko yenim. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay. 0240550899 obetimi aba na fe wodo di aba. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Sinupen. Yes, sir.
Can you see that here?
We didn't baby free.
Me ka every time I say me do one Kennedy.
Ohine mi yanko.
Aja, Isankum. Unu ibi. I mean ka say me njo. Abani me tubi me let get out I say.
Kolokoti. Agyapong originally, but I know you underground now. The things and be about me and call phone. Or my what you say, Abano, or maybe Abani. Into Miss Ramo, I will can what's in it. As a man that done a tick. Sabia be a fine amount. So, I come home.
All right, medase papa delegate bi ansuro koto aba esanse ababi abetu bi abebo ho ban pepepe sanse ye kasa sesei ye wura Kennedy ohina Japan atitim bi ya ye frɛ wo mo anti election rigging squad enti omo boni ama ho ban pampi ababa akokura mfa da bia ti mensuro why hello good afternoon
sir.
Good, Sinupay.
You can't say it here.
We didn't be afraid for not mintil.
Our Penicassia, Midian Martin Jan, Chemical Secretary of Miabra.
Martin
Secretary, and also a Santa Regina MPP Communications team member. Opening Martin Naiba, who pet the American answer delegates for us, Sabi Nimudeno. A form for a Sabu Makun or Mukun to Panmaye. In fact, right from 2024 general election, and a kind of form to do an status of Moya campaign. Mayura Ken. No more Sakai say, you can't can run man for Nama. They say early campaign could have gone for so more Mujano. Pencassia, a bargaining chassis. Obedient probably in a tornium, and I was a canasm. What else? I get a beam and a car. Delegates, man, also Dion, the Yano Marco Compe, as it's in pay. The Yako compensating power, and yet you a boom party in the Crown Bay Conasme, not even to talk of CPP. All right. MP.
Medase papa Nyankopon enhiraw. Ma menfa last two callers na menfa dwumadie no emra awieye. 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Sinupay.
Ye kanu seni etie na pepepe.
Opani wodin ba bia frefri ni entie o.
We ye wumi na Felix Bell afi kwa yilo kobo.
Hey, mete won ka che na ho ye de.
Nyame adum mi ho ye.
Ma ye ntie we.
Yo. Ni da se wa na konye. Na minuanum delegate. Ye be fremo. Eye ni gwa tie ma ye nse. Obi be grabe obi akantire ye delegate se. Ye ntu abama obi a obetimi akọ BBC. Akọ brefo. What did you tell I can did any kind of one or did it kind of one in Athens? Say, I be a young to any fun to a bubble be say, Nipan Baka, betting up a couple of our BBC. Brafona Mwaka 2024 election ecosia saying, and the delegate, the Aya Glono. Ghana for free. Move for honorable Kennedy a compre comma. The move for power there. Move for no more and to a banu mamu. As I say, one more would be 10 years. Would be our president our from a floating voted. And in the Argentina, then to Obama honorable king. They have the power. And to make them fellow delegates. Woman, you're in your back. They have the power there. Ekuma honorable Kennedy yenu etrese say you to Obama no be flag bearer Ghana for be to Obama no be president na be di adwuma pa na Ghana magu ya nya adwuma aye.
All right, Felix Bill ma men na wase na memfa last caller na afi yen sorry so enko last caller no eba na afi yewie na yekọ yenim. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes sir, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sinupay. Wodin ba bia frefri ni entie.
Samai.
Malik, keka ho kakra mente won kan yi. O ya last caller.
Bacho o jama ba o nani o kontesi akọbi tete. Na ka yeso an ka yi ni ya baba. Okay, mdasi.
Menso medase Nyankopon hira me de asi opani ma me ma osema baako na wrap up ma me.
Mizenkum the American say ye de nyame ase say ne honorable Ken atimi go through vetting no it's another step in the process yɛde ɛkɔ victory no na mɛbɔ honorable Kennedy team nyinaa so aba so wɔ tɔɔ a wɔn de hyehyɛ so ne baabi a wɔn akɔ aba abɛduro nyankopɔn nkɔ so mbɔ ne ho ban sonko na deɛ aka n'anim nyinaa no wɔn ntumi nkɔmra akɔ ahosɛn mu na nyame yɛ adom nso a 31st January no so no MPP delegates yɛbɛsrɛ mu sɛ saa nneɛma yɛka ho asɛm nyinaa sɛ mankɔto aba na ama honorable Kenna saa mpumtu ɛsɛ Ghana nya no ɛnya de a ɛba so nti yɛbɛsrɛ MPP delegate wogye message ni tumu a na wa pass on to unua munye ne sɛ de yɛkɔ evangelism no na mon kyɛ saa nsɛm no ma obi antibi na minim sɛ mu brɛ enye kwa ɛwɔ no aboka na amamuo mu nti mon kɔ so na mon nya adwuma ɛfa mo MPP na ne titiro mon fantai ono aboka ne so achi.
All right, and so that is Albert Asmani, the political czar. Your friend Mr. Inkum, Tabia Takum, Eboye, a member na Edro, and no, baby a ton drobia do any chima on Sabitimi Akabi. Heart Builders Real Estate, Heart Builders Real Estate, and so Thomas Sasse Papa Eddie Amayen, Asase Papa Mansumbia in Yachiri, Eti Udwani Chim when go pram pram, and Shy Hilsa, ye won Sasse, was Sam Yambia in and in Miahu do be brave. Patch of Shetra Quinafe, also San County. Aha, and ya this snippage mediano AC ewo enne. Yankopon ya admit na besa tena se na ye de April. Sinupain ya kano senia. Etie. We are out.